Hello all, today we will talk about the last topic in the introduction to coordinate geometry. That is the polar coordinate system. In Chinese, this one is called 極坐標. In the real world, we found that it's difficult to use the rectangular coordinate planes because we always want to notice the point immediately. So we will have the polar coordinate, which is close similar to the radar, you will see. So what we are going to look is that we are going to look at r and theta. So what is that? R means that the unit in this circle. For this circle, we know that from the poles, which is called the origin, in the beginning, you will see this is 1 unit. That means in this circle, all of them will be 1 unit. And in this circle, that will be 2 units and 3 units. That means we are going to find out, first of all, how far away from the point to the pole. In case in the real world, it's very useful because, for example, we are the L plane here, we have the pole, and we have another L plane, so that we know that the distance between these two L planes, so that we avoid crashing between these two planes. So you must know how to know the distance immediately. And also we must also know is that the angle. For example, here we will have 60 degrees and 30 degrees between of it. So we know that the point P may be 45 degrees. So what we are going to look is that we are going to write down the distance, how far is from the pole, and also the angle that from here is 0, and anti-clockwise we have 30 degrees, 60 degrees, 90 degrees, 120, etc, 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 until the 330 degrees. Okay, now let's have some example to let you know how to do this question. In case this topic is not difficult, although it looks like it's really different from that what we learned before, but we can learn it easily. First of all, let's look at A. You will see, first of all, we are going to look at which circle it belongs to. It belongs to the 5th circle. So we write down this is the 5 unit. That means it's 5 units away from the pole. So as the reason, you will see we do not have negative number here. So it's much easier for you to learn. In case this is 0 degrees, so we write down 5 and 0 degree. So we finish the point A. Okay, let us do another example. For point B, you will see it lies on the 2nd circle. So you will see this is 2 units. And then look at this, we are going to see that for B is in 60 degrees. So we write down 260 degrees. So we finish what we learned. Okay, now I will give you 15 seconds. You can try to write down all C, D, E, F first, and I will tell you the answer immediately. Okay, I will show the answer now. So if you still not finish, please pause the video and we will have the answer now. And for point C, look at this. This is point C, and we look at the circle. Oh, it belongs to the 1st circle. Or in case you can count it, this is 0, this is 1, this is 2. So maybe I count wrong. So once again, this is 4th circle. The 1st circle is here. So this is 4. And then we write down the 180 degrees. So 180 degrees. Okay, for point D. For point D, look at this. It belongs to, this time is the 1st circle, so this is 3. And then it belongs to 240 degrees, so we write down 240 degrees immediately. For E, you will see it belongs to the 1st circle, so you will see 1. And it belongs to 300 degrees, so this is 300 degrees. Finally, last but not least, you will see F. F is belong to the 1st circle, so you have 3. And then we write down this is 120 degrees. So we finish write down the polar coordinate. So it's not difficult. You are not required to write any negative number, and no negative number is allowed in the polar coordinate. So make sure that you know how to do this. Okay, for part B, which point is the farthest? What is the meaning of farthest away? Means that 最遠. from the plot, how far is it? So look at this. Obviously, we will consider the first number because the first number depends on, I tell you that the distance, how far from the pole. So you will see 5 is the greatest one, so it's 5 units from the pole, and A is the farthest away from the pole. Okay, now look at T. Okay, which point is the nearest? Okay, look at the coordinate once again. This time is E because E is 1, so it's only 1 unit from the pole, so E is the nearest. Okay, now I will pause for 15 seconds, so make sure that you know how to do this question, and we will go to the next question. Okay, now we will go to question 2. If you're still not okay, please pause the video before we go to the question 2. Okay, now we will have the question 2. Okay, now look at this. For question 2, consider 4 points P for 30 degrees, Q1 for 330 degrees, R is that the 5, 330 degrees, and etc. and plot it. That means we plot it here and find the length of QR and PS. Okay, please choose first. Okay, now let's draw the answer on it. Okay, first of all, 430. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 430. So this one is P. Okay, Q. 1, 330 degrees. 1, that means the first circle. 330 degrees, so this is Q. Q is here. And then R. 5, 300. This is time 5, 300. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, can we correct? So this is R. And finally, we have the S. 3, 203. This is 1, 2, 3. 210 degrees. So this is S. Okay, this is part A. And for part B, we're going to calculate the length of QR and PS. So let's draw the straight line for it. Okay, these two straight lines. Okay, now we are going to find the length of these two. So let me move the video over there. Obviously, for QR, you will see this is on the same angle. So you will have the 5, and then they have 1. So you can find it 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 units. And in calculation, we can use 5 minus 1. So you got 4 units once again. Because the coordinate of R is 5, 330, and for Q is 1, 330, so 5 minus 1. Okay, but for this time, you will see we have two different angles, 30 degrees and 210 degrees. But luckily, because this is 180 degrees, so this one is a straight line, so we can add these two coordinates together. So for PS, OP, because the coordinate of P is 4, so that means we have the 4 units for OP. And for OS, this is 3, so we add 3 here. So this is 7 units. Okay, so we will have these two. Okay, make sure that you know how to do this. And then we will go to question 3. It is a little bit difficult, but hope you know how to do this. Okay, now I will pause for 15 seconds for this question 3, so make sure that you know how to do these questions. Okay, now look at the figure. We know that this is very new for you because we do not teach you how to write down the angle. So, but we have the angle AOB. So what is that? Look at this. This is A. So we have A here. O, where is it? This one. So we have a straight line here. AO, and then O to B, so OB. So what we are going to find is that this one is called AOB. That is the angle we are going to find is this one. We're going to find this angle. So what is this? You will see from 0 to 60 degrees. So that is obvious. The answer is 60 degrees. This is for find angle. Go. And so next, let us draw the BOC first. Okay, can you draw BOC and move it down, and also draw the COD on the paper? Okay. Okay, now let's draw BOC. B is here, so link to O and then go to C. So we also draw C. We are going to calculate this angle. This time I draw it. Okay, I want you to find this angle. So what can you do is that for C, you will see 150 degrees. For B is 60 degrees. So we have 150 degrees minus 60 degrees. So you have 90 degrees. So we have the BOC. Okay, some students may ask me that, Mr. Tam, why this time AOB I have this angle, BOC have this, but can we have the other one outside here, or the other one for AOB is this one, the bigger one with 300 degrees, or the BOC with 200 degrees? The answer is no, because the outside one we will have another name that is called the reflex angle AOB. That is 300 degrees. So we call this reflex angle. That means that we do not count the smaller one, we will count the bigger one. In Chinese, reflex is called 反角. So if I'm going to ask you to reflex angle BOC, that means you are going to write down 270 degrees, the other one. So if we say reflex, that must be greater than 180 degrees. Otherwise, for this one, what we write here, you must find the angle less than 180 degrees. Otherwise, you get the wrong answer. Okay, this one is called reflex. This one is not called reflex. Okay, the last one is COD. So this time, make sure that you are not going to find the reflex one. So the answer must be smaller than 180 degrees. So can you draw COD and also find out the answer COD first? Okay, let us draw the COD. Okay, C here, O here, D. So this time you are going to find some angle here. So we use the two line. So this time you are going to calculate the 270 degree minus 150. So you must write down the answer. It's 270 minus 150. So the answer is 120 degree here. Okay, so we finish these two parts of it. Okay, now I will pause for 15 seconds to make sure that you know what you are learning, okay, here. Okay, I remind you once again, you must know how to say what's A, O, B, and draw it on the figure. This is A, because O is in the middle, A, O, B, and B, O, C, B, O, C, and C, O, D. Okay, I want to ask one more question before I go to the next question provided in the exercise. Is that angle BOC equal to angle COB? Five seconds. The answer is yes. In case we can count it BOC is the angle defined by here. COB is the angle, also the same one. So that is important that you must say that the middle one must be the same, but the other one can interchange. So you can make sure that what you learn in these questions. And then we will go to question 4, which is the last question you must know. We're going to find out the figure and the triangle. You are going to. Okay, now first of all, for part A, you must plot M 6 120 degrees and N 4 220 degrees. So let's plot it first. 6 1 2 3 4 5 6. Oh, the outer ones 120 degrees. So we have M here. M. Okay, and 4 201 10 degrees. So be careful. 1 2 3 4 210 degrees. One again. 1 2 3 4. This one is called N. Okay, so this is part A. And then for part B, we are going to draw OM, ON, and MN. So let's draw. Oh, luckily, this time you must know that 210 degrees minus 120 degrees, that is 90 degrees. So this must be a right angle. 直角 in Chinese, right angle. So obviously, the triangle OMN is a right angle triangle. Right hyphen angled. This one will become the adjective. That means that this will contain contains a right angle here. So we call it right angle triangle. So now I pause here for 15 seconds. So you must know how to do this. I have some multiple choice questions like this in the exercise. So you must define what kind of triangle is it. Okay, now I will go to the question 3. That means that the harder question that you are going to have. The third page. This time we have the harder question, so you must know how to do this once again. Okay, now I will give you 15 seconds. Please write down the coordinate P, Q, R, S, T first. You are not required to write down the puppy, the angle of it, but you are required to write down all the coordinates of it. Okay, if you do not remember, please go back to the first part of this video. Okay, now if you still not finished, please pause the video. And now we will discuss the answer for you all. So first of all, write down P, bracket, comma, Q, bracket, comma, R, bracket, S, and T. Okay, now, once again, for P, and we're going to tell you the answer now. We have 4 units, so we write down 4 here. And then you will see 0 degree here. So we write down 0 degree. For Q, this one, look at this. Which circle you belong? The first circle. So you have 3. And then we must write down this is 60 degrees. Okay, for R, this time is 90 degrees. And this is belongs to the 5th circle. So we have 5th, 90 degree. And then for S, this time, 210 degrees, so we can write down 210 degrees first. And then which circle we belongs to? We belong to the 5th circle, so we write down 5 once again. Okay, finally, T, it belongs to the 2nd circle, so we find 2, and then we write down 300 degrees. So we finish the P, Q, R, S, T. And now, what we are going to do is the part B. We're going to find out the POQ. Do you know how to draw angle POQ? and ROS, and also QOT. So let's draw it one by one and find out the answer for it. Okay, now I'll give you 15 seconds to write down all the answers of the angle. But first of all, you can draw it first. Okay, now I will tell you the answer. If you still not finish, you can pause the video until you finish the question. Okay, now for part B, we're going to calculate is that POQ. Let's use this ruler to find the angle. Okay, PO. So we draw this line. OQ, we have this one. So we have the bigger one, this angle first. Okay, obviously angle POQ is 60 degrees. You can see immediately because it's from 0 to 0. Okay, the next one is ROS. Okay, let's draw RO, RO, and then S. Okay, we're going to find this angle. So starting from 210 degrees to 90 degrees. So we have angle ROS will equal to 210 degrees minus 90 degrees. We got 120 degrees once again. Okay, the last one is the most difficult one. It's called the QOT. QO we have joined, but OT this time. Oh no, this time is a little bit troublesome because we can see this time what we are going to find is that it cross circle 0, so we cannot use 300 minus 60, we will get this one, but not the reflex one we are going to calculate. So what can we do is that we are going to count it. Angle QOT will have 60 degrees for the upper one, and the other 60 degrees for the lower one, so add them together. Once again, this is 120 degrees. So I will pause here so that make sure that you know how to write down the angles and find the coordinate, polar coordinate, especially we call it, to calculate the answer. Okay, now I'll stop here for 15 seconds. If you have any problem, please pause the video and then we can go back to the beginning part of the video. Or otherwise, we'll go to the next question and this time your turn and we'll just write down the answer immediately. Okay, this is the part quick practice 10.18. So this time please do it by yourself and I will not tell you anything and just the answer. Okay, now we will tell you the answer. So if you're still doing so, please this time pause the video and until I tell you the answer. Okay, now the answer of this one is for A, the coordinate immediately. This is 590 degrees, obviously. For B, you will see this is 240 degrees. Okay, for part B, the answer is that the angle between is the angle AOB equals to, immediately I do not calculate for you, but the answer is 150 degrees. Okay, so I pause here, so let's check the answer also. And we will go to the last part of it. Okay, now we will go to the last page of it. Okay, this is the other teaching example for you all. This is the teaching example 10.19. Okay, now I will make it a little bit higher so that you can read the question, whole question. Now you're going to calculate the A1, A2, and B. But obviously, you know the A2 answer is S. I think that this one you can answer immediately because you have 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. This one is the biggest one, so this is the furthest. Okay. Okay, please do A1 and B now. Okay, now we are going to plot the answer. So if you do not finish, now please pause the video and we will have the topic about this. Okay, now P is 430 degrees. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this is P once again. This is P. Okay, for Q, 5, 150. 155. This one is Q. R is 350. Okay, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, this is R. A little bit shorter. And finally, the S is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, they have 6, 200. This is S. Okay, now we are this one. We finished the part A1, and we will go to find the length of PS and QR. So first of all, let's draw it. PS and QR. Okay, 5 seconds for you to calculate the answer. Okay, even you can count the answer. For PS, you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 units. But in the calculation we are going to have is that PS. For P, you have 4. For S, you have 6. You have 4 and S6. So you have 4 plus 6 equals to 10 units. Okay, for QR, you obviously should have 1 and 2, so this 2 units. But how can we get by calculation? Is that this we have the same coordinate, 150 degrees and 150 degrees, so you use minus 5 minus 3. So you have 5 minus 3, you get 2 units for the answers. Okay, this is the answer of part B. So I do not write in the below because I want to show all the question and all the steps for these questions for you all. So first of all, I pause it for 15 seconds and we will go to the last part. Is the quick practice 10.19. So you must know how to do this answer. Okay, Asa? Okay, this is the last question. That is quick practice 10.19. And this time you are going to plot the polar coordinates with you and P and Q and also find the length of PQ. So this time I will ask you to do by yourself and I will give you the answer in 15 seconds. Okay, let us draw the answer. If you still not finished, please pause the video now. Okay, now the answer for P is 3 and 150. 1, 2, 3. So this one is P. And then Q for 300. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one is 4. This is Q. So let me make the straight line for you. Okay. So you must bring the ruler in your examination, even have it. So what is the length of PQ? So I immediately nail you the answer is 7 units. Okay, please show the calculation in your exam. Otherwise, I will not give you any marks for you. This is the end of this video. So make sure that what you have learned here. Okay, thanks for watching.